The first thing that I tell people when we're talking about ovens and getting to know ovens is you should get to know your oven like you know your partner. Sometimes ovens have hot spots and they're not calibrated perfectly. So the first thing you want to do is you want to buy a thermometer and put it in the back part of your oven and one in the front part of your oven. And that way you can gauge how hot your oven is running and in the different areas. You always want to turn your timer on. Even if a cookie says takes 15 to 20 minutes, you always want to put your timer on for 5 minutes to see how well your dough is cooking. Different cookies bake differently with parchment paper, without parchment paper, on Teflon, or on a Silpat. So you want to do is do what the professionals do, practice, trial and error. Best way. I found out the best way to bake meringue cookies is on a Teflon coated pan, for sure, hands down. For some reason, the egg whites react with the Teflon and they bake very quickly, but they keep their shape. Convection heat is a wonderful heat for bakers. It's cooking with a high fan that's constantly circulating as opposed to heat from the ground up slow. It's really, really good and proper when you're making cookies. Not so much cakes, but like for tarts and doughs and things that you want to like have them rise quickly and then fall and have sort of like that crispy on the outside, soft on the inside texture. Convection heat's fantastic for it. Mistakes that most people make is that they trust the recipe. Don't trust the recipe. Read the recipe through. Read the technique through. Think about if it has enough salt in it. Think about if there's too much sugar in it. Make sure that your butter isn't half melted. Make sure it's a proper temperature. So it's really knowing your ingredients and knowing how to read a recipe through.